Well, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you happen to be, whatever time it is, wherever you are, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Dan Blackburn, and I am founder of the Pillars of Greatness. And in today's episode of Dream, Plan, Execute, I am going to take you on a journey. Yes, a journey to Joy Island. For the last 16 years, I've had the most incredible ride. I've been working with youth and their families and helping the youth reach their dreams. There's something magical about watching a child realize when the light bulb goes on, the moment they get it, they understand that there is a way to go from their pain to something better, to the success, to reaching their dream. Well, for 16 years, I've been doing that, and I've had incredible success working with children. The unfortunate thing is, the sad thing that I've watched and I've learned is that most of our kids are in pain. Yes, they're in pain. They're afraid. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to stretch out of their comfort zone, to go for what they're most passionate about. They're afraid to really stretch the boundaries. And then that leaves them sad. They realize they have the opportunity. They realize that there's dreams out there. And when they don't pursue, they know inside at their core that they're missing out. As I said, that leaves them sad, in some cases angry, guilty. They feel shame. And then parents get frustrated. If your child has ever been labeled as lazy, disinterested, disconnected, unengaged, uninvolved, a weak participant is what I hear teachers talk about, a weak participant in class. If you've ever heard those labels, there's a very, very, very good chance that your child is in pain. Now, what's the answer? We need to move them. We need to pack up their belief system, put them on this magical boat ride called the Pillars of Greatness, and take them over to Joy Island. You see, at Joy Island, their inspiration soars. There's opportunity, there's prosperity, there's possibility on the other side of Joy Island, but they need to get to Joy Island first. The first step is to get them there, to get them so connected and so passionate and so inspired about what they want that they believe in their core that they can do whatever it is that they want. Now, I don't know how much you know about my story, but very quickly in 1994, I was in my early 20s, living a great life, happy, joyful, a lot of amazing things happening to me in my life. And within 2 months, everything changed. I lost a relationship with a woman who I cared dearly for. I lost my home. I lost my job. In fact, I lost 2 jobs. And I realized that I had no money. I had nobody around me to help. I didn't have any leadership. I didn't have anybody to pick me up and point out what it was that I was lacking. Then I looked at myself in the mirror and I knew that I had a choice. I could either continue to do this, I could be this way for the rest of my life and be in pain, or I could do something different. Well, the first step was to find the clues. How did I get here? I looked back and I thought back and I saw when I was 6, when I was 10, when I was an adolescent, when I was into my early 20s, the story was the same. I had failed countless times. I had abandoned myself countless times. I gave up on my dreams over and over and over. And yet, to my friends and family, I looked happy. To me, I even began believing that I was happy. But the truth was, I was in pain. That was the genesis of the Pillars of Greatness. I knew that in order to reach my goals, I needed to create Joy Island. I needed to get there. And I needed a vehicle, I needed a boat, a vessel to make that happen. That was the Pillars of Greatness. And I remember when 1996, when I went out and I began delivering this message to youth, I met a young man by the name of Matthew. He was 13 years of age, and he had been a relatively happy guy. I mean, he had ups and downs, but his parents said he was a high achiever in school. He was a good athlete. He was a handsome young man. He did a lot of great things. He had wonderful friends, but he was sad. He was abandoning himself. He was giving up on his dreams. He was in pain, and his parents didn't know what to do. Well, within a few short moments of meeting Matthew and walking him through the Pillars of Greatness program, it became very clear that this pain was ruling his life. The stories that he was using in his mind told him that he couldn't achieve, told him that his opportunity had passed him by. He was 13 years old. He was already giving up. We got him on the Pillars of Greatness program. I got him into that vessel, and we got him over to Joy Island. And I'm incredibly excited to say that this last July, he graduated from a U.S. college as an articulate young man, as an academic achiever, as an athlete, a high-achieving athlete, and he was an integral member of his social and cultural scene within that school. Now, he's gone on to other great things, and he continues to be a high achiever, and he recognizes and credits the Pillars of Greatness program for giving him the tools, for teaching him the strategy on how he could get to Joy Island. Because here's the great thing. Once your child learns how to go from pain, they get to Joy Island, they are there forever. Once they arrive there, there's no going back. The joy, the experience, the journey from pain to joy becomes so clear. It becomes such an easy journey to traverse that they know they can get there any time they want. 90% of our youth today abandon their dreams within a year. So that means a classroom of 30 students, 27 of them will abandon their dreams within 12 months. 27 out of 30, 90%. That is the challenge that your child and most children are facing today. And with the number of distractions, it becomes so easy to hide behind that pain, to mask it with something else. Well, now is the time to get our kids over to Joy Island, to change their belief system, to give them the strategies, the tools, the pieces, the belief system that they can get to Joy Island. It's your responsibility, and I believe it's also my responsibility. Today, I'm offering you a gift. Enter your name and email below, and I will send you a free webinar that walks you through the step-by-step process, the same step-by-step process I used on Matthew in 1996, I used on me in 1994, and I've used on thousands of other athletes and individuals since then. This is your opportunity. Get connected to this program. Start learning and then teaching your child the tools that they need to go from pain to Joy Island. Register your name and your email below, and I will send you immediately. I will send you the free webinar that you can start using right now. We are at Joy Island. We're waiting for you. Get in your vessel and get over here, because this is where all the magic happens. I'll see you in the next episode, and until then, always, always, always remember to dream, plan, execute.